Yeah, man, I'm a hip hop DJ. I'm a radio presenter. I'm a producer. I'm an artist. I'm a music writer. I'm a company owner. Well, I decided to go independent in everything that I'm doing now. I don't want to be signed with anyone. And yes, man, I grew up in Kagiso in a place called Lusha. So yeah, actually my parent was here. I was raised by a single mom. I don't know where my dad disappeared to. Like he just dashed, you know. Yeah, and yeah, man. I attended my primary school at a place called Azadville, and I used to irritate my mother because I used to have that Indian accent when I started learning English.
He has a very funny laugh. So, the first time I heard his music, it didn't relate with me, and um, it didn't. How can I put this? It wasn't him. He's a hip hop guy. He's a hip hop DJ. He plays hip hop. In his car, it's always hip hop. But his music, it's more of your house beats and stuff. So it's not him. So it was kind of a confusion with me. So there's a couple of songs that I loved. There was one song that became very popular. Everybody knows the song, but everybody who knows the song, they don't know it's his song. Like they're all claiming to be someone else's song, and I keep telling them, no, that's Grizzly's song. They're like, that's not, because of what I just said. Like it's not him, it's not his style, it's not his genre, but he kills it.
Before I became DJ Grizzly, I was Boy Vento. That's both of my names in there, Boys and Vincent. You know, and someone was like, "There, man, dude, you look big, bruh. Actually, you look like a grizzly bear." And that's when I thought, okay, let me run with this grizzly, and playing. I was still in school at the time, so playing with the team as well. I started to make Grizzly a familiar name. Even my rugby top was written Grizzly at the back. Clean, no beard, nothing, but I was Grizzly, and it was a cool time for me. Yeah, my high school days, I went to Jan de Klerk in Krugersdorp, and that's when things started happening. When I met my first girlfriend, when my first lunchbox was eaten, when I started having a serious interest for sports. And that's when I started playing rugby. And yeah, it was a great time. Yeah, man, I had trials for the Lions to actually be part of the bigger team. And I got an injury and I stopped. And from stopping that, I decided, you know what, I'm going to get into the music. And yeah, from there was a competition called Yamaha Young Talent. At the time, I was still very young. So I was not sure if I wanted to get into the music. So we attended Yamaha Young Talent, and that's the first competition I've ever won. I won a unit called the DJ box. It's actually a small box that has all the beats in the world. And I used to play around with that a lot. I used to actually make noise out here in the street, put a table there, plug it on because it had loudspeakers, and I would play music and make a noise. And some of the people just assumed that I was a DJ from that time. So I continued playing that, and I learned how to play the DJ box. Went back the second time to Yamaha Young Talent. I won it again, but this time I wasn't rapping. I was DJing on that DJ box, creating beats on the spot.
Yo, what's up, man? This is DJ Grizzly, and you tuned in to the Wild West Show, man. And I'm not rolling alone. I'm rolling with my boy Teddy. Teddy, what's good?
I'm good, my guy. How you doing?
Wonderful, man. Today we have actually a great show.
Yeah.
I was volunteering in the community to help young people, and someone actually suggested, "Oh, Grizzly, how about you actually get paid for helping people?" I was like, "Okay, how do I get paid for helping people? Like, just be a politician, bruh." And I was like, okay, a politician. Okay, I'm gonna try this. And I actually, for some weird reason, people actually voted for me to be a politician. I became a politician for the DA. Yeah. And yeah, during the mix of everything, I think my heart wasn't allowing me to be in the politics. So things happened, and I decided, you know what, let me leave this. And I decided, okay, there's a community radio station. Let me just go there and try it out. A guy called Good Hope auditions. So I got there. I thought I was auditioning, and I went to into the studio. They showed me everything that I needed to do, and they left me alone. So I was in there, and I'm talking the whole time. I'm talking. It's not because at the time I loved talking, but it was I did not know what to press. Yeah. And this track by Snoop Dogg plays. Woo! The language on that. And now people are calling in. Right? People are calling in. There's a button that you press that actually puts people on speaker. So when I press that button, this one guy's like, "Who's this? My kids are listening to this. What are you playing?" Oh man, my first show was a mess.
So yeah, we've known each other since 2009. It's funny how we met. There was an event right here. It was a hip hop event, and he was DJing, right? So he was playing the decks. At that time, I was hosting my birthday party right here in Krugersdorp, and I needed a hip hop DJ, but I didn't know it was him because I didn't know anything about him. He got in his car. I asked people who was playing, who was just on the decks. They were like, DJ Grizzly. I don't know him, so can you please tell me who's this guy? So they showed me when he was going into the car. I literally stood in front of the car, stopped him and said, "Hey, my guy, this is who I am. I'm actually looking for a hip hop DJ. I don't know how much you charge, and I don't have much of a budget, but I definitely need you to come through. We'll hook up something, we'll plan, or reimburse you for in whatever way." So he was like, okay, he was chill. He was like, "Hey, dude, I'm tired. Definitely take my number, call me, we'll meet sometime during the week." And that's what actually happened.
The first thing that I thought is I'm gonna punch this guy standing in front of my car.
Right.
No, but he has this face about him, that looks like he really needs to ask for something. And being me, I'm very calm, so I spoke to him.
We're gonna have a beautiful lineup coming.
Yeah, we have a great one, man. We have some comedians coming,
Okay.
and we have some artists that are going to be here to perform. So that's what we'll be doing tonight.
And yes, leaving high school, that's when I decided that I'm going to start studying for radio because I love talking. So I went to Boston Media House. There's this test that you take, and my mother was in a rush to leave, so I had to take this test, and I missed it with 1 point. So I forgot her name, but this lady from Boston Media House, she was I don't know what it's not the principal, it's college. So, but anyway, she spoke to me. She asked me, "So what happened because you missed this?" And I spoke to her, told her, "You know what, it was a mistake, what." And she's like, "Okay, you know what, because of your voice, I'm going to let you in the school." And I studied there, and unfortunately, financial things happened, and I left.
Really? And nobody calls anymore because I tried calling someone.
Yeah.
So the minute get it, "Hey, yo, how are you?" It's like, "Who's this?" Like, "No, I'm Grizzly." Like, I didn't even look at my phone. I just picked it up. Please don't call me anymore.
It's that
Text
bad.
me or send me a voice note.
From the latest project, my favorite is African Queen. He has WCW, he has African Queen, he has international status, and a couple of them that are coming through. But the most that's close to my heart is African Queen.
Why?
It's a beautiful song. The melody, it resonates with me. It's talking about an African queen. I love African queens. It's all about that queen.
No, I think he loves African Queen because now he's in love with someone.
Everything that I've been doing boiled down to now when I decided, you know what, I think I'm smart enough to start my own thing. I started the Wild West Show again, but the idea behind starting the Wild West Show was me having a media company that will back everything that I do up. Like your music videos, your music, your record labels, because I love reading books a lot, and everyone that I've read about or the guys that I usually listen to hip hop music wise, they always talk about being independent and doing your own thing. I met up with guys called the Officials. These guys actually came to studio for an interview, and I wasn't really taking them to mind. I was like, okay, because I'm cool now. So like, so what do you guys want to do here? And they're like, no, Chris, we have a production company, like we do music, so would like you to hear something. And this guy, his name is Slam Tactics. This guy actually created a beat on the spot. Whoa, took him 5 minutes. I was like, okay. So I asked them, so guys, how about we have a EP together? Like, let's create an album together. And yeah, man, to our surprise, this music actually got other people involved, because I used to just sit around and just play it for them. Like, hey, man, this is great. Can we be involved in this? And this project became something that's, bigger than what we thought it was going to be. We shot a music video for a track called African Queen. So African Queen, I think, is going to be the biggest song to hit South Africa. The year plan that I have is actually pushing my company to be a certified record label. That's the reason why I'm pushing this music so much, so we can be recognized, as a music group where people can come in and bring their music for publishing, for recording and stuff like that. But overall, the company, I'm looking at it to be a success, man, for the longest time. I don't even want to put any years to it, because this is my baby. I'm raising this baby. So in the next coming years, I need it to be the biggest company for marketing and promoting. We're trying to venture into promoting your brands that are still new. And as we get successful, I want to also hire some people to work in the company, so I can just, do me at the same time, help and assist other people. I wanted to leave a proper legacy, because it's all about the legacy. It's not really about the money right now. I'm surviving. I'm fine. I'm cool. I can still have fun with my life. So it's all about the legacy that I'm trying to leave.